Welcome to Session. My name is Sherif Khairy, and with me is my fiance, the bean sprout herself, Julie. Julie, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully, we don't have to re-record this intro at least 1 million goddamn times because Julie's ready to hit me with a pot.
We're already at intro recording number 8, guys.
Yeah, it's okay. These things do in fact happen. Welcome back to Session. Listen, it's pretty much summertime, so y'all already know about the background noise disclaimer. So, like I always say, blame God. Hopefully we don't do that every episode. You guys should know this shit by now. You see the title. I am in fact a father. Julie is in fact a mother. We got cats. Their names, Midna and Link. Yes, from Legend of Zelda. So shut the fuck up. The names are cool. Julie, why don't you describe to the viewers how our beautiful cats look?
They're about 7 months. They only weigh a little over 6 pounds right now, I think. Our girl, Midna, is a tuxedo cat, mostly black tuxedo cat. Our boy, Link, I think it's a brown and white tabby. I'm not sure exactly what.
A little bit of gray in there.
A
little bit of gray.
I'll have Sherif put some cute pictures in so you guys can see what they look like, but they're adorable and we love them so much.
Yep. So listen, Julie and I have always wanted pets. During COVID, I got to pretty much hang out with Julie's pets, Moose and Charlie. Rest in peace, Moose. Shout out to the pups and rumps.
Moose.
Shout
the
out.
Best dog ever.
Yes, sir. Moose and Charlie, great pets. Love them. But technically, Midna and Link are my very first pets that I've owned. But with that experience with Moose and Charlie, I knew that I wanted pets in the future. I kept putting it off, and it was actually funny because finally, in early April, I visited my family, and I met Omer's pet cat, Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers. Fucking
Chunky little man.
Fat bitch, Ozempic type shit. It's time to hop on it, Mr. Whiskers. But I loved him. I kept playing with him. I kept jiggling his little belly. And I was sending Julie pictures. I was like, you know what? I think I want pets. And Julie was like, yo, fat fuck. Let's go to the cat cafe and take a look at some pets.
Well, let's be honest, though. You kept sending me pictures of him, and then I was like, oh my gosh, you seem so obsessed with him. Maybe we should finally get cats. And Sherif, being Sherif, was like, no, I don't think we're ready for cats. I don't think we can financially afford cats.
I will get to it during the tips portion of this episode. But I just see a lot of people get pets for the sake of getting pets. And then they fuck up. They don't know how to take care of the poor things. And I just didn't want to be those people. We'll get to it later on when we discuss tips about getting your first pet. But that was my logical thinking behind all of this madness in my head.
I get that.
But I get what you're saying. Because we rich, bitch. Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead.
We're not rich.
Okay, well, we're middle class. So we can afford taking care of pets like that.
He was all hesitant about it, and I was the one that's kind of been gently pushing for a couple months because, we both adore these cats, but I always thought to myself, Sherif works from home all day. It would be so nice for him to have a couple little buddies to hang out with so he's not lonely. So I was like, why don't we go to the cat cafe? We don't have to agree to anything, but if we see 1 or 2 kitties there we really like, we have the option of adopting them. So that's where it started.
Right. And the nice thing about the cat cafe we go to is they'll post on Instagram of the new batch of litters they got in. So you can look at the cats beforehand. And there was this scruffy one that I really liked. And that was originally going to be Link. But we went to the cat cafe and found out he was taken. Mm-hmm. So respectfully, I got that bitch out of my mind. I was like, I can't even look at you, touch you, pet you because you're taken.
Yeah, we found out he was adopted. But with the cat cafe, basically what you do is you rent the room for an hour. But if you go a little early, the room is floor-to-ceiling windows so you can look in and see what the other cats look like. And I noticed Midna right away because I have such a soft spot for little tuxedo cats. And so we saw this like tiny tuxedo cat playing in the middle of the floor. And part of the reason we named her Midna is if you played Twilight Princess, you know that Princess Midna has these like amber colored eyes, and Midna also has these amber color eyes. So we noticed her right away, and then our reservation started and we got to go in the room.
Yeah, and Midna's such a beautiful kitty.
I know, she's such a pretty
so
girl.
Pretty. She's such a pretty kitty.
We're going to show you guys pictures of her being a pretty girl.
This episode, I will show pictures because I know people are going to be asking about how they look. Don't worry, you'll get those pictures. But she was so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. At first, I thought Midna was going to be the chill cat. And then we went into the actual cat cafe and she was a bit crazy. I was like, okay, maybe she's the crazy cat. So let's look for a more relaxed, chill cat. And that's when we found the, I guess, new Link, or I guess Link now. And he seemed chill as fuck. He was sleeping the whole time.
He was sleeping in his bed most of the time. And he was a little quiet, seemed a little shy. You guys will see in the pictures later, but he has the cutest, like, baby face. He's got this pink little nose. His little eyes. And he has these giant bug eyes. He is the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah, he's adorable. So I was like, okay, this is going to be the chill cat. And this was like, I guess, a litter of 4. They were siblings, all of them. So Midna and Link are actual siblings. So I was like, cool. We got the crazy cat and we got the chill cat. Come to find out, that motherfucker Link, he scammed the kid.
He's a little crackhead.
He's a little crackhead. He was like, you know what? I'm going to play it cool. I'm going to play it chill. I'm going to let this fat Arab cop me. And then I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to show him the real me.
What's that TikTok sound where it's like 3, 2, 1, scammer gets scammed.
Scammer gets scammed. Yeah. So
the minute we signed the adoption papers, he was like, scammer gets scammed.
Yeah, and Midna's with us on the bed. We didn't even mention that she just woke up.
We have a third podcast host today.
Hi, sweet girl. Listen, if her and Link make sounds, you have to deal with it because these are our children now.
They're cute noises too. They do a lot of chirping.
Yes, they're like, beautiful. Oh my God, they love to chirp. Mm-hmm. They love to chirp. They like to look out our windows. We have big windows that they look at. Yes, my girl. Oh, hi. Hi, beautiful.
She's doing a big stretch right now, guys.
Yeah, big stretch. She's got giant whiskers,
so too. Legally, we're obligated to say, ooh, big stretch.
But yeah, so they were siblings. We finally adopted them officially on April 13th. And at that time, they were 5 months old. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi, pretty girl. Stretch. Hi. Do you want to say? Oh my God, she's going up to Julie. I think she likes you more than me, Loki. Loki, Midna, you a traitor for that
She's a girl's girl.
Okay, so yeah, officially got them April 13th. And they were 5 months old at the time. They were fully vaccinated and everything, which was great.
Yeah, I definitely recommend if you're looking for a cat, go through a shelter because their adoption fee was $150, which might sound like a little higher, but included their spay and neuter. It included their first round of vaccinations, and it included their microchipping. Yeah. And we got some free stuff when we adopted them,
and they were dewormed, right? Is that the word?
Dewormed. We ended up doing a second round of deworming when we went for their follow-up appointment. But we got from the Cat Cafe, they gave us free coupons for litter. We got some free toys.
Yeah, it was well worth the price. Mm-hmm. So honestly, go through a Cat Cafe if you are able to adopt cats that way.
A shelter.
Yes,
because the Cat Cafe works with the shelter.
Right.
So
what's it called? The SPCA?
No, we did a shelter called Second Chance Sheltering Network, but you can also do the SPCA.
Yeah.
I noticed with the SPCA, unfortunately, you're more likely to deal with abuse and neglect cases, but I also think that's why it's really important to go through them.
Who can abuse little kitties? Oh, she's sleeping in your chill. Okay, I'll leave you alone. You trying to chill. Right now they're chill, but I promise you on everything I love, they're crazy.
We got to insert like one clip of them being little crackheads.
No, we'll see. Don't make me edit too much now. So yeah, we got them April 13th, fully vaxxed, and we hooked them up. Like before we got these kitties, Julie was on it. We got them insurance. I got their microchip registered fully the day we got them as well. We got them like a stainless steel litter box, a couple of toys that they don't even touch.
They do. They play with all their toys.
We got them all these toys. And I know every cat owner does this where you get them a bunch of toys and they play
with the box that the toys came in.
So like the shelter, or I guess the Cat Cafe, gave us these little mice. Like dinky little things. and they love them. They like lose them underneath the stove. I kid you not, like probably 4 days a week, and I have to go under and grab it for them. But
They're
they love
obsessed with
them.
these
It's
tiny
their
little mice.
favorite, right? And then we got them another stainless steel litter box down the road a bit, like maybe 3 weeks in. And that's just so they have one upstairs and one downstairs. And eventually we want to kind of clean up our basement. So they can explore there as well. And eventually when we get the attic finished, they can explore there too. And probably hunt a couple of squirrels. So yeah, I love them. They're precious.
They're the best thing ever.
Stinky Linky is Link's nickname because when that boy
He
drops a
drops
shit,
loads.
yes,
Stinky, smelly, atomic loads in that litter box.
that man can assassinate a nation with his with his poop drops. No cap. Midna loves to jump when she's playing with her toys. She's a jumper, and every time she jumps, we must say woo
I know, we go, woo!
to make her feel accomplished. She's a pretty little kitty. She likes to snuggle. Link likes his alone time.
He does get snuggly, though.
Yes,
he does
he
get
does.
snuggly in the morning. He's a bit more like wants to be near us, not on top of us. Midna is 100% a lap cat. Like, during this podcast, she has climbed up onto my lap, curled up, and fallen asleep.
They are both chirpers, and I love it. Every time they jump on you, every time they look at you, or every time they want food, they always got a chirp, and it's so cute. Like I said, they love to look out windows. And Julie, shout out Julie. I got to give Julie her flowers because she is a top-notch mom cat. She watches all
Mom
these
cat?
videos. Is that what it's called?
Cat mom?
Cat mom. She's a top-notch cat mom because, oh my God, my nose. Sorry, my nose is wheezing. I don't know what's
His
going
nose,
on.
one of the reasons we had to re-record the intro was his nose started making those clicking noises earlier. It was the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. I'm getting old. I don't know. But yeah, she like prepares for them like all their meals and puts it in the freezer for them, and then we grab them one by one. Why don't you go over some of the meals you give the kitties, because maybe people might want to use our diet. I don't know what it's called. Why don't you tell the viewers, Julie? I'll let you handle this.
Okay. A little off topic, just because you mentioned you're getting old. We're recording this on Sherif's birthday, so say happy birthday, Sherif.
See, now I was trying to be quiet for a fucking reason. Why would you spoil that? Everyone ignore
He's
that
21
shit.
years old, guys.
Yeah, 21. I wish. So yeah, give the viewers let's forget about that. Give the viewers food recommendations that you have for little kitties.
Okay. Well, I think everyone is responsible for doing some research to try to figure out the most appropriate diet.
Perfect. Add that disclaimer.
I think the best source to get reliable information from is not just your veterinarian, but following the advice of certified feline nutritionists. We, at this time, are raw feeding our cats. Apparently that's a little controversial in some places, but biologically it's the most appropriate diet for them. So that's why we choose to do it.
We didn't give them like raw food out of the gate. Like we started with kibble because that's what they were on at the cat cafe, and then some soft food like Nulo. And
Yeah, we transition them.
Yeah.
But I think it's ultimately the most important thing is if you have a cat, please feed them like a high moisture diet. Cats are obligate carnivores. Biologically, they're designed to hunt for their prey. They eat like 3 to 5 small meals a day in the wild. And they originally come from being desert animals, so they have a very low thirst drive, and they're designed to get most of their moisture through their food. So even if you put out water, they're probably not drinking enough on their own to stay hydrated. So you have to be adding moisture to their meals so you can prevent those urinary issues down the line.
Right, and they like clean house. Like they finish everything, which is great to see. So yeah, that's what we've been feeding them lately. A couple of things were like raw chicken, beef, lamb. They do love lamb.
We try to rotate their proteins. It's good for their gut microbiome.
Yeah, bison. What else? We got them like little chicken hearts. Midna loves her chicken hearts.
Oh my God, they love their crunchies in general. For treats, we try to stick to a lot of single ingredient treats. We don't do stuff like Temptations because it's a lot of sugar and corn. We try to do like things that are pretty much exclusively protein and fat because, again, they're carnivores. They're not designed to really process a lot of carbs.
They have like something called minnows, which is like freeze-dried
It's
fish,
freeze-dried
right?
minnows. Yeah, it's these
Yeah.
tiny fish, and
And they
are
love
obsessed with them.
Got them like little egg yolk thingies that I like pretty much scramble into like a little powder substance for them and put it on top of their food. They love that.
They're freeze-dried quail egg yolks, but you could just do a regular chicken egg yolk. It's good for, I mean, it's a good source of like fat and protein for them, but the reason we do it is I think it's called lecithin. There's an ingredient in egg yolks that's really good for preventing hairballs. So if you have a cat that gets a lot of hairballs, that's something you can try.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what we've been giving them. They love it and they play right after and drop atomic bombs. And yeah, we clean up their litter like probably twice a day too. So
Yeah.
if that helps you get an idea of things. Now, that is perfect segue to giving you guys tips for if you're looking to get your first pet. First thing I recommend that I see all the time is either get your pet insurance for the love of God. And if you're not going to do that, at least set aside an emergency fund. You know what I'm saying? I see too many people these days on Facebook asking for donations when their pet gets sick. And listen, I'm not one to judge because I don't want to judge someone's, I guess, income
Financial
history.
situation.
Yeah, financial situation. That was the word. Thank you, Julie. God
You're
bless your
welcome.
soul. Yeah, I don't want to judge their financial situation, but that irks me all the time because I'm like, if you set aside maybe like $100 a month or something, just something to build up a little savings for them, you won't panic if they have like an emergency. Or like I said, just get insurance. We do our insurance through Lemonade, I believe. And it's-
$21 a month.
Yeah,
per
it's
cat.
$21. It's not bad at all. So I recommend getting insurance. Julie, what would you recommend as a person that's looking to get a pet for the first time?
Definitely the pet insurance or having some kind of emergency fund. What other tip would I do?
I guess like also just kind of have your space prepared for a pet. You know, they are going to claw at some stuff. So put
Yeah.
blankets on top of furniture if you need to, or like have a separate room dedicated to them. We are going to build out a cat room in our house for them to play and sleep there as well. Have a nice like little bed for them to sleep on. We have one towards the end of our couch and we have another one upstairs for them and they love it. Just have like a nice little safe space for them, you know, where they
Yeah.
want to get away from your fat ass.
And I think being realistic, like you have to understand if you're adopting a cat, I think you have to be realistic about like what their instincts are and how that's going to affect their behavior. So it's not fair to get mad at a cat for scratching things. It might be inconvenient, but cats are animals that need to scratch as a way to like shed their claws, and also it's how they stretch. So I found the best thing to do is just get a lot of scratching posts. Taller scratching posts are helpful too because that like gives them room to actually stretch.
Yeah, they love that.
Yeah, I think you just have to be realistic. It's the same thing like with cats climbing on things. Like it's one thing, it's fine if you don't want your cats on your counters, but you have to understand that cats' instincts are to get up high and like climb on things. So if you don't want them on your counter, then you have to get a cat tree. You have to give them something to let those instincts out. Otherwise, you're just setting them up for failure.
Yeah, and I guess this is more so like advice for pet owners that want, or upcoming soon to be pet owners that want cats, not really dogs, because we don't plan on getting a dog at least anytime soon. I don't know about the future, but this is more so advice towards if you're looking to get a cat, brush their teeth. We brush our cat's teeth and they do very well.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and we do them like, I'd say try to get it done earlier in their life so
get
they're
used
used to it. Yeah.
I think a big thing that helped with brushing their teeth was actually getting a cat toothbrush. I originally just bought a toothbrush off the internet and it was one of those finger ones, and I didn't realize that a lot of those toothbrushes are really made for dogs and they're also just advertised for cats as a way to get money, but they're so big that part of the reason our cats really didn't like it was like way too big in their mouth, and cats have this really sensitive nerve behind their front teeth where if you hit it, it's like comparable to when you hit your funny bone. So I noticed once we actually got cat toothbrushes that were small enough to fit in their mouths, it was a lot easier.
Yeah, and we clip their claws too. We try to do that every 2 weeks.
Don't you dare declaw your cats.
Yeah,
it's
do not.
inhumane.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's like taking away your boy's I was going to say dick, but that's even
What?
worse. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, don't declaw your cat. That's fucked up.
Multiple litter boxes, especially if you have multiple cats.
Yep.
Stainless steel litter boxes. Don't be shy about putting litter in there. They like a deep amount of litter because they want to bury their poop. And you got to clean the litter box at least once a day. I'm sorry. I have friends who straight up admit they clean it like once a week. Cats don't like...
That's so gross.
Yeah, cats don't like walking over their poop and their pee, and people won't clean the litter box regularly, and then they'll be like, my cat's going outside of the litter box, and it's like, well, they're looking for a clean place to go.
Yeah.
Clean your litter box once a week, or oh god, not once a week, once a day at minimum. And the stainless steel litter boxes are good because they don't hold on to smell. So like once a month or so, empty all the litter out, scrub the box down, clean it, put the litter back in.
And the biggest advice too is give your cats space. They like their space. If they want to cuddle with you, they'll come. That was a big learning point for me when I was playing with Charlie during the COVID times. He likes his space. And if he wants to cuddle, he'll come up to you and cuddle. God bless.
Cats are big, like, consent animals. So I think people get cats and then they're like, oh, I'm so bummed that my cat's not cuddly. Not every cat is going to be cuddly, but I think the best way to try to get a cuddly cat is you have to kind of wait for them to come to you. Because if a cat feels like it gets near you and then it's going to be picked up or put up in the air or wrestled with, and it doesn't want to be, it's not going to feel safe coming near you. So cats like calm, relaxed, predictable people. So just be that person and you're more likely to get a cuddly cat.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Midna, you did a great job.
Do you have anything to say?
You want to say anything?
You want to say anything?
Fuck you guys for all I hate you. Oh, shit. Okay, Midna.
She did not say that,
Okay,
obviously.
Midna, okay. Link is downstairs sleeping if you're wondering where his ass is at. But yeah, I want to thank you all for listening to Session. You know, it is my birthday, at least at the time of this recording. So God bless. We made it another year. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, go die. Oh, what is it?
I have my play with your cats too. Make sure you play with your cats.
Yes.
People do.
Yes, exhausted.
That's my outro. Play with your cats.
Yep. Yeah, thank you for listening. I love you. Goodbye.